Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this Thursday afternoon, this January 15th, January 15th, 2026. Glad you can join Johnny G on this special edition of the afternoon Vinyltreasures show. It's an all 78 show. Many of you have been emailing me and letting me know that you'd like to hear the 78s again. It's really tough for me to do the show in 78s, but I had some of them filed away. Not everything is filed, so I know some of you sent me requests. I do have some requests today that I was able to find because they were filed. I'm changing the 78s to be filed by label. I decided to do that. Don Folletti convinced me to do that because I don't have that many 78s, a couple thousand 78s, so I can swing it with the 78s. But I think it's going to be a fun show. I picked some decent stuff I think you'll like, hopefully. It's stuff that only very few of them I have on 45. I might have this on a 45 that we opened up with, which is a cool instrumental that I like a lot. We opened up today's 78 show with pianist, organist, and band leader from Philadelphia, PA. Harry Doc Bagby's his name. First recording for Gotham Records back in 1953, which I think I have that one on a 78. In 1956, he signed with Kay Williams' Kaiser label out of Philadelphia. This was his first of two, a song that he co-wrote. This was released September of 56, song entitled Home Run, we're not quite into the baseball season yet. I know some of you are big baseball fans, but other releases followed on OK, Red Top, Hunt, Gone, and N, plus others into the 1960s. But there you go, our opener, September 56, Doc Bagby and his orchestra on Kaiser Home Run. So I got a couple on the Kaiser label. I don't know, single artist maybe, I think, both on 45 and 78. But I don't have many from the 40s. Two of them are requests, and one of them I just like, and I didn't even get my decent. I have a nice mint copy of the second one, but those of you that are new to this program or just finding out about it, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. You got to be signed in because you would have received an email notification if you click to get all notifications. Arch, I think you get an email when I go. Many of you do. Some people don't, but you have to make sure that you get all notifications. So you should get an email, and then you can click it, and then you can tune into the program. Or sometimes it'll come up. If you don't do that, it may come up as a recommendation, which I think many of you have discovered this show that way. But that's all I can really tell you unless you listen to my other shows and I promote, what I might be doing, whatever, in the following weeks. But anyway, this is our second show of the week. So let's start it off here. We're going to play them by year. So let's open up now from April 1947. Now, this song was actually requested by two listeners. Two listeners requested this. Davey Hecht, thank you for your email, Davey. I was reading it last night. And John Ronayne. I think you requested this, John, who's in our chat room. This group hails from St. Louis, Missouri, first recording back in 1942 for the Bluebird label. I have those of 78s in my collection. Other releases followed on RCA, Mercury, and Atlas. Then in 1946, they signed with Bess Berman's Apollo Records, had 7 releases on the label. This is their 4th release from April 1947. This is the Four Vagabonds. Four Vagabonds on Apollo Records, going out to John Ronayne and David Hecht. I don't know if this side gets played a lot. It's called The Freckle Song. Here you go, the Four Vagabonds.
What a gal, what a gal. I've got a gal that I'm just simply wild about. Don't folks think that I'm a lucky boy. Everywhere we go, people rave about this little bundle of joy. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. What a gal. When she's in my arms, it's paradise. Paradise. She smells just like a rose from her head down to her toes. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. What a gal. When she's in my arms, it's paradise. Paradise. All the sailors give her a chase because they love that naval face. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. What a gal. When she's in my arms, it's paradise. Paradise. She was born in Hackensack, she made a fortune on her face. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. What a gal. When she's in my arms, it's paradise. Paradise. All the men she loves to next, she next to Rex and gets the chicks. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. Boy, 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 She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. What a gal. When she's in my arms, it's paradise. Paradise. She drinks till she gets plastered. She gets drunker than my brother. She's got freckles on her butt, she is nice. Oh, what a gal. Oh, what a gal. She's got freckles, but oh, what a gal.
There you go. We open up with a novelty tune. Listen, I'm not going to comment on that song. I am not. But there you go. April 1947, the sound of the Four Vagabonds. Four Vagabonds on the Bess Berman's Apollo Records out of New York City, their 4th of 7, the Freckles Song. Wonder if she, I'm not going to comment. The Freckles Song, that one there going out to John Ronayne in our YouTube chat room. Also, Davey Hecht requested that too. Now, I picked this tune because I like this record. Now, I have a cleaner copy of this. I don't know where it is because I didn't put it back where it belonged, but I was going through the box and I said I like this record. I found this out in the wild too, so this one it's okay. It plays okay, but I like to have clean records. Listen, we try to have as cleanest records as we can, and most of these are predominantly clean tonight. They're like at least VG Plus or better. But anyway, let's move into 1949 now. Move up late 1949 for this release. Now, this group hails from New Haven, Connecticut, and this is the group's debut single. They were managed by Ed Levy, and Ed Levy, he was the owner of this label, Lee Records. okay, along with a Herb Zeb Lee. And this is their first of 3 on the Lee label. This also kicked off the label. It features Scott King on lead from December 1949. Let's give a listen to The Shadows. Great group, The Shadows on Lee Records. It's called I've Been a Fool. Here you go, The Shadows.
I've been a fool, thinking you care, thinking you'd share my love affair. I never knew what love could do to my poor heart till I met you. I open wide my heart to let you in, but darling, from the start you broke it. It's a sin. Someday you'll find a love like mine is hard to find. I've been a fool. I open wide my heart to let you in, but darling, from the start you broke it. It's a sin. Someday you'll find a love like mine is hard to find. I've been a
Yeah, I like that record. I do. Even when I first, and I wasn't into 78s when I first started collecting. You know, it was when I would go to the flea markets and whatnot. They'd say, "You into 78s?" And I was like, I don't know. I started looking. I said, wait a minute, what is this record? The Shadows on Lee. It must be a good record. And it is a good record. I like that tune there. The Shadows there, that's Scott King on lead. That's their debut single on the Lee record label, December 1949. I've Been a Fool is the name of the tune. Of course, they would have other releases, okay, on the Sittin' In With label and also on the Decca label. Great releases on the Decca label. Johnny G here on a special edition, a special 78 edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. You know, I was kind of upset because I ordered, I even spoke to Bill Obe about this. I ordered the plastic, you know, because Bill convinced me to put my 78s in a, in like a 10, have the cardboard behind them. And I had them only on a lot of the rare ones that I had because they're so brittle, you know. So I ordered these plastics, you know, these plastics here. I have them on here. So when I started looking through the records, I think it was Sunday, I said, well, let me put some of these, you know, in the cardboards because I have them. But these don't fit. I was kind of pissed. Bill, I don't know if these were the right size because the other ones are bigger. At least there's like not quite a half an inch, but I had trouble. I could not put the put the cardboards behind them. It pissed me off. I bought like two bags of them, but the white sleeves fit in okay, and some of the other ones are a little bit tight. So like this is how Bill has them, like this, and this is a nice one. This is a little bit bigger, so I'm not happy with that. I'm pissed. So I got to take them out. So I got to take them out of the sleeve and put them in another sleeve to show you the labels, which is a pain. And last night I did some scans. You can go to my Facebook wall. I posted about 20 scans of the 45s. How about 78s that I'll be spinning tonight or today? But anyway, let us continue here. Here's another request. We got one more from 1949, and this is a request for John Cummins. I'm also going to send this one out to Jack Saperstein. Thank you, Jack. And you know why. As you all know, this group from Baltimore, Maryland, talking about the Orioles. And this, of course, is on Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label. Now, this was never on a 45, and the other two you heard are not on 45s either. I think I know which ones were. Maybe I have very knowledgeable 78 collectors in my chat room, so if you feel free to give some information on these records if you can, because that's what we're here to learn and to enjoy the music. That is one thing. And I am not, listen, I know some things, not everything, and I try to learn as much as I can. But this great group, these are the Orioles, and this was not on a 45. This is Jubilee number 5008. It's the group's fifth release. Now, the song was first done back in 1938 by Alan Jones. He did it first, but let's give a spin to this version as done by the Orioles. Now, Sonny Till is not on lead. George Nelson is the lead singer on this, so we're going to send this one out to John Cummins, and we're going to send it out to Jack Saperstein, June 1949. The Orioles on Jubilee, and their rendition of the tune Donkey Serenade. Here you go, the Orioles.
Now there's a song in the air, but the fair senorita doesn't seem to care for my song in the air. Oh, well, I sing to the mule, yeah, 'cause the mule isn't much sweeter, but thinking I'm a fool, serenade in a mule. Well, boy, my song's in the air, yeah, but the fair senorita doesn't seem to care for my song in the air. Da 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 da. Songs in the air, yeah, but the fair senorita doesn't seem to care for my song in the air. Oh, well, I'll walk, talk, chat with the mule, yeah, 'cause the mule isn't much sweeter, but thinking I'm a fool, serenade in a mule. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. See burning. Doctor, sister, not so sweet, are you the one for me? Hey!
As I get, tell you, Johnny G's going to be getting caught here all day long here with these 78s in and out of the sleeve, because I can't get them out of that tight sleeve. Anyway, but there you go. That one there going out to listeners John Cummins and also Jack Saperstein, the sound of the Orioles. That one there on the Jubilee record label, June 1949, Donkey Serenade. I have another copy of this, not as clean as that, with a WWRL sticker on it. So they played that on WWRL. Let us continue now. Let's move into 1950. Now, you know, Johnny Otis would discover this gal named Esther Mae Jones, and I think I played her. I have her debut single on the Modern label. She would become his female vocalist, made her debut on the Bahari Brothers Modern label in November of 49, which I have played here on the program, I Got a Guy. Now, after that release, Johnny Otis would hook up with Herman Lubinsky of Savoy Records out of Newark, New Jersey, and do a number of recordings and bring along his entourage of singers that he was with. Okay, and she came along. Lubinsky, who decided to call her Little Esther, okay, he was the one that coined her Little Esther. This was her first release for the Savoy label. Let me see. What did I say here? I messed that up here. Okay, this is her first for Savoy, and this is actually a duet. This is Little Esther and Bobby Nunn. Okay, he was the bass of the Robins, and the Robins are also backing them up on this. This one came out in January of 1950, so let's give a listen here. Little Esther and the Robins. Okay, it's called Double Crossin' Blues. This is on Savoy Records. Here you go, from January 1950. Here we go.
Been looking for you, Daddy. I just found you in time. You with some other woman, and you swore that you were mine. What's the matter, Daddy? Don't my kisses satisfy? If I don't thrill you, baby, goodness knows how hard I've tried. Folks say that you've been cheating, and how I see it's true. But I can't quit you, baby, 'cause I'm so in love with you. What's the matter, Daddy? If you would only tell me why. If I don't thrill you, baby, goodness knows how hard I've tried.
You stayed out last night. Say you were playing cards. Can't understand it, baby. What make your big fat head so hard? I'm gonna leave you, and there's no need for you to cry. Well, if I can't satisfy you, baby, well, goodness knows how I tried.
You should be out in the forest fighting a big old grizzly bear.
How come you ain't out in the forest?
I'm a lady.
They got lady bears out there.
Oh, baby, I can't use you anymore.
Well, if you can't use me, mama, don't let nobody come out that back door. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Daddy.
Bye-bye.
There you go, Little Esther and the Robins there. That is the bass of the group. Bobby Nunn on lead with her there. January 1950. Little Esther and the Robins, Double Crossin' Blues is the name of the tune. That's on Herman Lubinsky's Savoy record label. He reissued that on a 45, so you can get that on a Savoy 45. I have it in the collection, but that is the original 78. Daniel Kubacki asked Johnny G a question. So the 78s I use, I just opened. This is what I buy. These are my 78 needles here. Ortofon 78 needles that I use on here. And they're easy to use, it's like whatever. And I listen when I hear it's not as clear anymore, then I change the needle. Not that I play my 78s a lot, but they get more wear than the 45s because, it's the heavier tone arm, So anyway, but listen, if you play the 78s on a decent system, I mean, they really sound great on what they were originally played on, okay? They do. But, and as long as they're in decent shape, but remember, some of the shellac from the 40s is not great because they were actually asking people to turn in their 78 so they can melt them down during the war. And that's why it's just poor, and it just sounds horrible. I mean, really horrible. A lot of those Beacon records that Joe Davis put out on those labels, they just play awful. Even some of the other labels, even like some of the Kings and whatnot, and the deluxes, though during that wartime, the records don't play great. Later on, some of the record labels, though, did use pure shellac and so some of the MGMs and maybe some of the Decas, they sound really nice, especially if you can get them on vinyl. Okay, but I don't know when vinyl really, when they first started, it had to be in the late 40s because Bill was here playing those vinyl 78s. He will be back doing that also. But let us continue here. And we are in 1950 here. Up next, this group, I think they're out of New York City. And first recording, 2 in 1949 on the Regal label. Okay, then in 1950, releases followed on Domino and this label, Marlowe Records. And I have this record two ways. Now, the Marlowe release writer credit is to J. Dixon, Dixon. I think that's really Julius Dixon, if I'm not mistaken. That's who I think it is. The group is called the Magic Chords, and this record would be re-released 2 years later, which I have a nice copy of that too, 1952. You might own it on the Tritone label also. It's a blue label, which I do have. I have a nice copy of that too, but under a different title, okay? On that Tritone, they called this tune, Why Feel This Way About You, but this is the original first press on the Marlowe label. It's with Renee Hall in the orchestra, and this is called If I Didn't Love You Like I Do. So that's how they put it out first. Came out in 1950. Here are the Magic Chords on the Marlowe label. It's If I Didn't Love You Like I Do. Here you go. The Magic Chords.
I try to tell you from day to day what's in my heart, dear, but words could not say. Why feel this way about you if I didn't love you like I do? I go to bed now round about 10, dream of your kisses and wake up again. Why feel this way about you if I didn't love you like I do? On the radio they are playing a little on the lonely side. That's how I feel without you. And you know that loneliness is hard to hide. I'll in my letter, there's nothing new. I miss you, darling, you know that I do. Why feel this way about you if I didn't love you like I do? On the radio they are playing a there's nothing new. I miss you, darling, you know that I do. Why feel this way about you? If I didn't love you like I do. If I didn't love you like I do.
I told you John G's going to be behind the 8 ball here before I show you. I'm going to have to show you the labels after I play them on, if I don't get a chance to take them out of the darn sleeve on time. But anyway, I like that record a lot, I do. And hopefully you did too. The Magic Chords there, 1950. You can get that in 1952. Again, only on a 78. This is not on a 45. Unless they booted it. I don't know. It's possible. There were people out there that did boot these 78s on 45. Did Ratio do that? He may have done, or I mean, he may have taken the 78s and put them on the 45 when he did it. I don't know. Magic Chords there, 1950. If I Didn't Love You Like I Do. That one there on the Marlowe record label. I hope you're digging on these tunes here. If you are, please give Johnny G a thumbs up. This is our second show of the week. I'd love to do this every week, but I have so many responsibilities, it kind of limits me to do it. And I think maybe a lot of you are enjoying the 78s. I know many of you in my chat room are, but let us continue now. And we are one more out of 1950. This group hails from Camden, New Jersey, and they would have just one release on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. And this came out in the summer of 1950. The group included Chandler Tribble, he was first tenor, Booker T. Weeks, second tenor, Alfred Gatewood, bass, and the lead singer on this, his name is Johnny Smith. Collectively, they were known as the Rivals. Well, actually, they were initially called the International Clavichords, okay? But then after an appearance on the Arthur Godfrey Show, they would change their name to the Rivals. This is from June of 1950. It's on Bess Berman's Apollo Records. It's called Rival Blues. These are the Rivals. Here we go.
Well, my name's Daniel. I was born in the lion's den. Yes, now my name is Daniel. I was born in the lion's den. I'm gonna make it my business, taking the women from their men. Well, when you see me coming, honey, raise your window high.
Baby, raise your window high.
Yes, when you see me coming, honey, raise your window high.
Baby, raise your window high.
And when you see me leaving, honey, hang your head and cry.
Cry, baby, cry, cry, baby.
I love my baby, but my baby don't love me no more.
Baby, don't love me no more.
Yes, I love my baby, but my baby don't love me no more.
Baby, don't love me no more.
I'm all outdoors, ain't got no place to go.
Go, baby, go, baby. Come go home with me.
No, no, honey.
Come go home with
No,
me.
no, darling.
Come go home with me.
No, no, sugar.
Come go home with me.
No, no, baby.
Come go home with me.
No, no, darling, 'cause my baby don't love me no more. That's alright, baby, singing, that's alright for you. Yes, that's alright, baby, singing, that's alright for you. You treat me low down and dirty, yes, that's the way you do. Got the blues so bad it hurts my feet to walk. Yes, got the blues so bad it hurts my feet to walk. I got the blues so bad it hurts my tongue to talk. The rival blues will set your soul on fire. Yes, the rival blues will set your soul on fire. It'll make you laugh and sometimes make you cry.
Oh, there you go. That's the sound of the Rivals Okay, the Rivals there on Apollo Records from June of 1950. Rival Blues is the name of the tune. Now, a lot of these 78s, well, not all of these, but the majority of these, after Spence Wooten would bring the 45 boxes up to me, he ended up, I think he was dealing with Lou Haggis at the time, and he would be bringing me up this, and I passed on a lot, but Spence was really nice because for my birthday, he'd give me like 10 78s that I would pass on, and they were really early things, you know, maybe early things on King and Deluxe and whatnot, but he brought a lot of these to me, and I ended up buying them. Some, after I got the 45s, I gave him, I said, well, here, sell my 78s. Like, I know I couldn't find a 45, you know, the second Teardrops, on Josie, I couldn't find the 45. So what I did is I bought the 78. He sold me a mint 78, I think for $75. So I had to buy it now on eBay for I think it was $250, a mint 45 of that Teardrops on Josie, the second one. So I bought it. I said, wow, let me get this. And then he sold my 78. But now in retrospect, I probably should have kept it because I gave him a number of the 78s that I ended up getting on 45, some of the rarer things. But I was going to do, I think I pulled enough for like 3 shows, to be honest with you. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's move into 1951 now. I like this record here. This is actually a request for listener Casey Hines in Paris, as we go to Herman Lubinsky's Regent label now, subsidiary of Savoy Records. And this group is out of New York. It's the group's debut single. It features a female lead with male backing. I know Karen Ephron, you like those female leads with male backing. Her name is Goldie Boots Alsop. Okay, and the group, as backing her up, included 2 brothers, Earl and George Alsop, along with Vernon Burt Palmer, and they were called the Falcons. So here are the Falcons featuring Goldie Boots on lead. This was from November of 51, the Falcons on Regent. It's called How Blind Can You Be? Here you go, the Falcons.
Look what you're doing, I'm all aglaze. You've got me walking in a beautiful haze. Gee, baby, how blind can you be? Blind can you be? You never see me when you go by.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I saw that well, I know when my recorder stops recording, I know that there's a dropout there. Again, it's something trips the system where it's I don't know if it's if the gain is too high or because I didn't have it last night and I didn't have it on the last Saturday night show, but it's something goes too high and it kind of I don't know what it does. It shocks the system, and it doesn't. You'll hear the dropout in the sound, but not on the video. So that is something wrong, and I don't know I don't know how to fix it. It's too much. It's like an overload. I was doing some of the research, and I don't even know how to really fix it. So I apologize for the dropouts. I lost the recording there of it, so now I had to put it up again to record. And again, I got to splice them together. It's a pain in the neck. It is. But anyway, so I don't know. I apologize for that. But that is a great record. Okay. Listen, if you don't like any of the early sounds, some of these records, they just sound great because they could have been, it says this record came out in November of 51. It could have come out in 1954 as far as I know. But, it's got that sound to it. But a great record there. That's Goldie Boots on lead with the Falcons, November 1951 on Regent Records. How Blind Can I Be? Now they would move over to Savoy Records, the parent label, in April 53 for their second release. I think I bought this. This was an eBay purchase many years ago, I think. Somebody was selling 78s, and that's when they were cheaper to mail back then. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in 1951. I know Spence sold me this 78s. Johnny G, so embedded in my head to say 45, but these are 78, so you have to excuse me. But let's go to California to Art Roop's Fidelity record label. Okay, for the Four Flames. Of course, the Four Flames are really the Hollywood Flames. And this doesn't come out on a 45. This is only on a 78, as well as that Falcons record and the Rivals record. But the song is written, interesting, the song is written by Murray Wilson. Okay, and Murray Wilson was the father of Beach Boys singer Brian Wilson. Now, the song is called Tabarin, Tabarin, okay? And at the same time, on the Federal record label, okay, there was a release by the Red Calendar Sextet with Bob Williams on the vocal as Taborin, Taborinn. I have that on a 45, I do. But let's give a listen to the Four Flames version here. It features David Ford on lead. We'll talk about another release later on. This is November 51, the Four Flames on Fidelity Records. It's called Tabarin. Here you go.
Yes, I met her at the tavern on a lonely autumn night. We were dancing to a starlight dream. I was holding her so tight. Even now I hear her lovely voice as I pleaded for her hand. Couples dancing near me saw my tears, and they seemed to understand. She sighs and whispered softly, I swear by the moon above, I cannot break my promise. There is another love. I come back to the tavern, watching her other loves began. How can I forget my only love that I lost at Tabernacle? Well, she sighed and whispered softly, there is another love. Now right, come back to the tavern, watching other loves begin. How can I forget my only love that I lost at Tabernacle?
There you go. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. Whoops. Johnny G messing up here. But, yes, Tony Barcia mentioned that originally released on the Unique record label, and then it was sold, the master sold to Art Roops. He put it out on Fidelity Records. There you go, November 1951, out at the same time as the Falcons record you heard. Those are the Four Flames, and that is David Ford doing lead on that one. Tabarin on the Fidelity label is how I have it. And in June of 55, David Ford and Gaynell Hodge would join Jesse Belvin and Gaynell's brother Alex to re-record this song for Decca Records as the Tangiers. Okay, and it came out in July of 1956. So there you go. So you can get that re-recording. It's a great record too on the Decca label, which I have featured on the Saturday night show. And speaking of the Saturday night show, I will be back on Saturday beginning at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube, also on Oldies and More Radio. So if you do have a request, please email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Charlene is working on the requests. I got a couple more. I think I have yours, Daniel Kubacki. You sent me one. Pretty sure I have that specialty 45. But let us continue now. We are in 1951 here. Let's go back to New York City for this group. They all got together back in 1948. Now, many of the members were born and raised in the Carolinas, first recording spirituals for Savoy and Music Con, but then in 1951 they would release some secular recordings for the Choral label, and they had one session. They did 4 songs, resulted in 2 singles, and this was their first for the Choral label. This tune written by Big Al Sears, who actually did it first as an instrumental, okay, but this is a vocal of it. Okay, it features Calvin Williams on lead from August 51. Let's give a listen to the 4 Deep Tones. The 4 Deep Tones on Choral Records. And this is Castle Rock with the vocal. Here you go, the 4 Deep Tones. Here we go.
Castle Rock, I have a sweetie. Man, she's really fine. Baby, because she's mine.
Hey, man, where'd you find that chick? She is real going.
I met her dancing to the Castle Rock. Castle Rock. I held her tight and danced around the clock. Round the clock. We rocked to romance to the Castle Rock. Castle Rock. She kissed me and I kissed my heart goodbye. I felt like I was drifting across the sky. We rock heaven to the Castle Rock. Music was soft and low, setting me all aglow. Holding her to my heart, how could I dream we'd part? Suddenly she was gone, leaving me dreaming on. Now every time they play the Castle Rock, Castle Rock, I'll take my myself a walk around the block, till she comes back to dance the castle rock, dance in the castle rock. Soft, sweet music was rocking, holding her to my heart. How could I dream we'd part? Suddenly she was gone, leaving me dreaming on. Now every time they play the castle rock, I'll take myself a walk around the block, till she comes back to dance the castle rock.
Wow, that had a long fade out on that the 78. Interesting. I don't know. Is that on a? That might be on a. Are the four deep tones on a 45? I'm not sure if they are or they are not there. But I know the Sentimentals. I think I was going to play the Sentimentals. I didn't pull that one. But I don't know if the four deep tones are on a 45 or not. But anyway, August 1951. I know I didn't have it. But there you go. Those are the four deep tones. Calvin Williams on lead on the choral record banner. Castle Rock is the name of the tune. That was a Spence told me that 78 he did. But let us continue here. We are in the 1951 block. And we still got a few more in 51 here. And this is actually a request. I thought I would be getting a 45 of this. I thought Greg Surik had it in his collection. I thought he did, but it wasn't there, or it was picked up before I got a chance to look at it. But because I don't have this on a 45, and it is on a 45. But two listeners requested this one, Karen Efron, and they're both in our YouTube chat room. Karen Efron and John Ronayne requested this song here. They requested the Royals. Now, this is not the Royals, which I have coming up, by the way, later on. The Royals out of Detroit, okay, that recorded for Sid Nathan's Federal label. And this group hails from Atlanta, Georgia. And this group would later back up Chuck Willis on the OK record label in 1953. If you know the song, I've Been Treated Wrong Too Long. That was also on the OK label. But this release came out prior to that. They recorded this on March 29th, 1951. It was released that October 51. A tune written by Wayman Dabney. This is from October 51. The Royals on OK for Karen Efron and for John Ronayne. The song is called Dreams of You. The Royals. Here we go.
My dreams of you will linger on. My dreams of you is in this song. My dreams of you
There you go, October 1951 release there for the Royals out of Atlanta, Georgia, on the OK record label. That one there going out to a John Ronayne and Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. Dreams of You is the name of the tune, a very rare 45 if you have it on the 45. And I don't even think, is it easy to get on the 78 too? I don't know. Probably only on a promo. I would think this record probably, I don't know, are there stock copies? I have no clue if they are. But Spence sold me this record. I was like, well, listen, chances of me getting the 45 are slim and none, and Slim left town. But anyway, there you go. I'm glad I can feature that request for you. And I don't know, could we call this a collector type? I guess it is. I'm a collector. So this is a collector type show. But anyway, that I used to listen to when I knew nothing about this music, tuning into the Time Capsule show with Tom and Joe. Always great to hear those old shows too. And I would write down the songs and try to look for them. And I would give them to these dealers. And they're like, I don't know these records. They didn't know because they were so obscure. But anyway, Johnny G babbling on here. Let us continue now. We are still in the 1951 block. Many of you know this next group. They began recording as the Sela Jubilee Singers, okay, but they would later change their name to the Larks. It's unfortunate that only two of their songs ever made the national R&B charts. One was called Eyesight to the Blind, and the other was this tune that I'm playing, and it's only available on the 78. This was a number 10 Billboard R&B hit for the group. They recorded this on July 26, 1951, and it was, I should say, Apollo released it in August of 51. And this is actually a reworking of a tune done back in 1947 by Smokey Hogg called Too Many Drivers that came out on the Modern record label. This features Alan Bunn on lead. Let's go to August 51 for the Larks on Apollo. And if I know somebody requested this of Johnny G. I don't know who, because I went back to look in my file. I have like a massive, like 5-tab file of all your requests. I didn't have time to really look to see if the titles were there. But if anybody requested this, you can type it in the chat room or email Johnny G. But these are the Larks on Apollo. It's called Little Sidecar. Here you go, the Larks.
I'm in love with you, baby. Let me ride in your automobile. I'm in love with you, baby. Let me ride in your automobile. You got a good little car, baby. You better drive, but that you will. Now listen to me, baby. You can't do this to me. You said you had one driver, but now you got 2 or 3. Yes, pretty baby. Let me ride in your automobile. Cause you've got a good little car, baby. You let it drive, but that you will. You got 2 daytime drivers, 2 that drive tonight, and there ain't no 2 drivers that will treat your little car right. Yes, please, please, baby, let me ride in your automobile. Cause you've got a good little car, baby, but you let it drive, but let the wheel. I checked your oil and water, and your water was low. Then I checked your batteries, and your horn wouldn't blow. Please, 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 baby, let me ride in your automobile. Cause you've got a good little car, baby. 2 minute drive, but let you wheel. You said you wanted to know just the way I feel. But put one arm around me and the other on the wheel.
ride like no buggy.
Yeah, those are the Larks. The Larks on Bess Berman's Apollo Records there, August 1951. That is Alan Bunn on lead. Alan Bunn, the Larks' Little Sidecar is the name of the tune. Johnny G here on a special Thursday afternoon show, spinning my 78s. It's been a while since I played the 78s. I can't remember when the last time I played them. But some of these I may have played sometime in early 2024, I think. So they haven't been heard since then. And I did get requests for some of the records, and even ones I did not play for this show. So I have them in the box over here. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I got some things I need to do here to take care of in the beginning of the year, so it's kind of like my time is limited. It is. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1951 block, and this one is one, the condition isn't the greatest here, and I don't know if it's the wax on this or not. Maybe it's worn. This is one of the records I got in that trade when I traded those 3 Beatle LPs. The Beatles versus the Four Seasons on VJ, okay, without the poster, and I think Tony Sheridan and the Beatles on MGM, and then the Beatles' second album, Meet the Beatles, and I like that. There's a song I like on that album too called "Tell Me Why," which I subsequently got on an EP. It was an EP, I think it was a British EP though. But anyway, so I got a whole bunch of 78s in that trade with Glenn Fowsell. This was one of them. And this one's a little bit rough here, but this doesn't come out on a 45. This is only on a 78. I'm talking about the Dominoes. They recorded this December 30, 1950. They recorded this at their second session for Federal, where they only recorded 2 songs that day. They recorded 60-Minute Man and this tune, okay? And at the time, the group included Billy Ward, Charlie White, Bill Brown, William Joseph Lamont, and the lead singer on this, Mr. Clyde McFadden. This was the group, this was the group's second release for the Federal label. The song, of course, dates back to 1937, first recorded by Roy Fox and his orchestra with Barry Gray on the vocals. But let's move up 14 years now to January 51. Here are the Dominoes on Federal with their tune called Harbor Lights. I apologize for the hiss. You're going to hear it on this one. Here we go.
I saw the they only told me we were partying. Same old harbor light that once brought you to me. I've watched the harbor lights. How could I help if tears were starting? Goodbye to tender nights beside the silver sea. I've longed to hold you there and to kiss you just once more. But you were gone on that ship, and yes, I was on the shore. Now I know lonely nights, all the while my heart is whispering some other the harbor lights. will steal your love from me. I long to hold tight and kiss you just once more, but you were on that ship and I was on the shore. Oh, now I know lonely nights. For the while my heart is with his free. Some other harbor lights will steal your love from me.
There you go. Sound of the Dominoes. The Dominoes. That doesn't come on a 45, folks. You're only going to get that on a 78. That's the great Clyde McFadden lead with the Dominoes. January 51 release. Their rendition of the tune Harbor Lights. That one there on Sid Nathan's Federal record label. Johnny G here on a special edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. Spinning my shellac 78s. I got a couple vinyls coming up. But this one is not quite, well, I don't know what they call this. This is like a mixture of the two, which makes it for a nice sounding 78, I have to say. And this is the last one from the year 1951. You all know this group out of Newport News, Virginia. I'm talking about the Five Keys. They would sign with Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin Records in early 1951, and on February 22nd, 1951, they had their first session for the Aladdin record label at WOR Studios, and where they recorded 6 sides that day. They recorded Hucklebuck with Jimmy, Too Late, Happy Am I, Teardrops in Your Eyes, Just Like 2 Drops of Water, and this song that I'm featuring, okay, which is the group's debut single, not on a 45. No 45 available on this, only on a 78. The song is written by the lead singer of this tune. His name is Dickie Smith. Let's go to April 1951. Here are the Five Keys on Aladdin. It's called With a Broken Heart, the great Five Keys. Here you go, folks.
With a broken heart, you left me waiting for you, and with that broken heart, I'm so bewildered and blue. You know I love you so, and I never, never wanted you to go. Let's gather all those dreams we cast aside before they drift away with the tide. I saw, yes, I saw the light of day, darling, darling, when your sweet arms caressed me. Well, it was there that heaven blessed me. I know I'll die, 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 die 1,000 times, darling, waiting for you, please.
There you go. That is the debut single there for the Five Keys on Aladdin. That's Dickie Smith on lead. He also wrote that tune. That one there from April 1951, The Five Keys with a Broken Heart is the name of the tune. I remember because Spence brought that up to me. He says, Johnny, you don't have this. I was like, I got some of the Five Keys 45s. He goes, well, not this one because it's not on a 45. It's probably booted, though. Somebody probably put this out on a boot, though. I mean, so you can play it on the 45. But anyway, so there you go. That we move into 1952 now. Now I have this on a 45. This next tune that I'm featuring, but I figured I might as well play it here on with the 78 sound here because it sounds better on a 78. As we heard from the Royals out of Atlanta on the OK label earlier in the program, where here are the Royals out of Detroit. And this is a request for two listeners. James Pomerico requested this tune, as well as, again, Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. This is the group's fourth release on Sid Nathan's Federal record label. They recorded this one on May 10th of 1952 in Cincinnati, Ohio. They did 4 songs that day: I'll Never Let Her Go, Moonrise, A Fifth Street Blues, and this tune. Okay, it's led by John Sutton. He is the main lead here with help from Henry Booth. They released this in September of 52. Going out to Karen Efron and James Pomerico. Here are the Royals on the Gold Top Federal label. It's called A Love in My Heart. Here you go, the Royals.
I've missed you so. Been apart, I'm beginning to start. Oh, I've needed you so since that time ago. I'm beginning to know. I've got that feeling in my heart that we could live not apart. Love's flame is dying out. Please come back and kindle the spark. Still I know that we should never be apart. I'm beginning to start. I've got that feeling in my heart. Yes, that we could live not far apart. Love's flame was dying out. Please come back and kindle the spark. Still I know that we should never be apart. I'm beginning to start.
There you go. That one there going out to James Pomerico, also going out to Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room there. The great sound of the Royals. The Royals there. That's Charles Sutton on lead as September 1952. That's on the Federal record banner. A Love in My Heart is the name of the tune. Listen, these records are not like easy to come by at all. They're really difficult. But I would use lots of sources. Well, they supplied me with the records. They knew I was buying the 45s because not everybody that collects 45s buys 78s. They just don't want to be bothered with them because they're bulky and they take up a lot of space, and if you don't have the room for them, you're going to collapse your your floors are going to collapse. You got to really be careful with the 78s. They're too heavy, and I could throw my back out. I can't lift the box anymore. So I got to take half of them out. So anyway, but Greg Surik would occasionally call me up. He says, Johnny G, here's the 70. And I don't know what happened to his 78s. Nobody knows what happened because he had some nice 78s in his collection. I know he did because he would offer them to me, and he would have them. He offered them. He offered me this one. Okay, this group out of Newark, New Jersey, they would sign with Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records back in 1952. They included George Copes, Rudy Copes, James Morris, Earl Thomas, and Louis Van Dyke. Collectively, they were known as the Gaylords. Now, this is the intended A-side of their debut single, written by group member James Morris. This features Louis Van Dyke on lead. Now, this group would be forced to change their name. Tony Barcy, I think you mentioned it. The group would be forced to change their name because there was a pop duo on the Mercury record label that recorded under the same name. So they later on, with their next release, they would change their name to the Imperials. But prior to that, they were known as the Gaylords. Okay, this is from June 52, the Gaylords on Savoy. It's called Go On, Baby, the Gaylords. Here we go.
Well, go on, baby, go and have your fun. Yes, well, go on, baby, go and have your fun. And don't come back to me when you're on the run. Well, I really believed you when you said you were mine. Yes, I really believed you when you said you were mine. But don't worry, baby, I found you out in time. Well, now to ask for some money, slip me a dime. Move out, baby, you ain't my kind. Go on, baby, go and have your fun. And don't come back to me when you're on the run.
Well, the rose is red, the mouse is blue. Move out, baby, I'm through with you.
Well, go on, baby, go and have your fun. And don't come back to me when you're on the run. Well, now I bought you clothes, shoes for your feet. You messed up my money, now we're both in the street. Go on, baby, go and have your fun. And don't come back to me when you're on the run. Hey, wait now, wait now, wait, wait. And don't come back to me when you're on the run. Well, baby boy, oh baby boy, baby boy, well baby boy, well baby boy, well baby boy.
Yeah, that woke everybody. That wake everybody up here in the chat room there. There you go. That's the sound. Sound of the Gaylords. The Gaylords, they later on would record as the Imperials. That one there, June 1952. Go On Baby is the name of the tune. That's Louis Van Dyke on lead. That's on the Savoy record label. Nice promo on that one there. Let us continue. One more out of 1952. Now, I got this. This was like a third-party deal. I forget the guy's name. I have to check my records, but he had check my details. But he told me 278s. I think it was at the transaction happened at the last Allentown show I went to, and that was a long time ago. And he had this one and another one. I can't remember what it is. It's somewhere. But this group hails from Brooklyn, New York. They recorded for Bess Berman's Apollo record label, had just one release, and this is very rare on a 45. It was interesting when I used to talk to George Doowop Tompkins all the time. He was living across the river in Congers, New York, and I would go see him, and then he got very sick, and I would still go visit him in Louise. So he was telling me, Johnny, you should have told me you were still collecting. I would have sold you my copy of this record, which I think he said, I think this comes on red vinyl, if I'm not mistaken, the 45, I think. So he had it, and I said, well, George, you know, I don't know what happened to you. I was listening to you when you were on FUV. I was still listening to you, and then he got real upset when I posted a letter he wrote to me. It was a long time ago when I was in college, and he was upset that I wasn't writing into him anymore, and he thought he did something wrong. And I said, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm studying for my accounting work. So, and then he found out about the show. I think he was going to beat me up when he found out I posted that up there. And then he kind of backed off, and he said, well, I didn't know you did this. I didn't know you had all these records. So he was like mesmerized by my show and what I did. And he says, you're saying things that I said. I said, maybe subconsciously in the back of my mind from listening to you all those years when I was just a teenager and writing down all these songs. So he was really mesmerized. He would call me in the middle of the night. He was in pain and whatnot. And I would talk to him. I still have him on one of the, I have his message on my phone that he wasn't doing well. And anyway, so he was all upset that I didn't buy his records. I said, well, listen, you sold a lot to Nick Nicola and a bunch of people. You were selling your records after you were so striving to buy them. But anyway, but he had this record on a 45. I've never seen one on a 45, but it's the group's only release. Both sides are excellent in my opinion, and here is the ballad side. They are Billy Austin and his Hearts, and this is with Charlie Ferguson and his tenor orchestra, it says on the label, and this is the ballad side. This is from December 52, Billy Austin and his Hearts on Apollo Records. It's called Night Has Come. Here you go.
Night has come and moonlight shines from up above, and here am I without someone to love me.
There you go. I agree with Tony Barcia. That song just bills on you. That's a great tune there from December 1952. That's Billy Austin and His Hearts on Bess Berman's Apollo Records, song entitled Night Has Come. It's the name of that tune. And yes, I guess Tony Barcia mentioned only comes on red vinyl. That's a promo for you collectors. Well, that's a promo too. But anyway, there you go. Let us continue here. Now, sometimes I get requests from my listeners like Tommy Albergo that I don't have on a 45 because this next record is on a 45. I didn't see it in Greg's stash there when I went to look because I would have picked it up. But this is a request for listener Tommy Albergo. Tommy, do you have this on a 78 or do you have the 45? Because I don't have the 45. I wish I did. Okay, this gal from Dublin, Georgia, her real name was Eunice Emily Wright, okay, recording as Ununice Davis. Okay, she first recorded for the Derby label back in January of 51, but after her second release on Derby, she signed with Atlantic Records to do this tune that she wrote. So we're going to send this one out also to Tony Barcia. I think you like this tune also, Tony. Maybe one time I may have played it a long, long time ago. But this is a request for Tommy Albergo, April 1953 now, Ununice Davis on Atlantic. It's called A Go to Work, Pretty Daddy, Ununice Davis. Here we go. Tune kind of rocks you a little bit there. I gotta say, I like that song there. Going out to Tommy Albergo. We'll also send it out to Tony Barcia, April 53 release. Ununice Davis is her name. Great R&B tune on Atlantic Records. Go to Work, Pretty Daddy is the name of the tune. I know many of the listeners are out there working. I don't know if they're daddies. Maybe they are, but let us continue here. And I don't know, did Anthony Russo, did you request this tune I don't recall if you did or you mentioned you wanted. I know you wanted to hear the Quintones, but I don't know if you wanted to hear this tune here. But Greg came up to the house one day with a bunch of 78s. I have a couple more that he brought up to the house, and he goes, do you need this? And I was like, he goes, this is not on a 45. So I put it on. I said, well, I like this record too. I said, I'll buy it. So he sold me this 78 here as we go to Detroit, Michigan now. And we are in 1953. A rare 78, never came out on a 45. And this group, this quartet out of Detroit included Stan Bracely, Carlos Jones, Sam Scott, and Alfonso Wallace. Collectively, they were known as the Teardrops. And this tune written by the lead singer of the group, his name is Carlos Jones. This is the intended A-side. This is on a label out of Detroit called Samson Records. Let's go to November of 1953 now. The Teardrops on Samson. It's called Come Back to Me. Here you go, the Teardrops. There you go. There's rare 78s here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Those are the Teardrops, November 1953. That is Carl Jones, or Carlos Jones is the real name, but they, I think it's, what's he say on the record here? It's actually Carlos. on the 45 here. But and on the 45, it's like embedded in my head, folks. You got to excuse Johnny G. Teardrops there on Samson Records. Come Back to Me is the name of the tune. I didn't know that, Tony Barcia, that this group would later on go on and back Mary Wells as what the love tones, because I play Mary Wells on the Soul Show quite often. Anyway, I hope you're digging on the tunes here. If you are, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's YouTube page, and because the more subscribers I have, the keeps away the copyright police. Although I don't know, they probably might come out with the last couple of records I'll play here, because we're closing from 1958. Okay, on George Goldner's N record label. But let us continue here. We are in the 1953 block, and I like this record. I have it on a 45 too, but I wanted to play the 78. It's on Sid Nathan's King record label, this time with the Checkers here. And at this time, the group included David Bond, Teddy Williams, Buddy Brewer, and Bill Brown. Now, this session for King Records was held September 26, 1953. They recorded 4 songs that day: Friend in Need, White Cliffs of Dover, I Promise You, and this tune, written by Henry Glover and Teddy McRae, a.k.a. Mr. Bear. That was his code name here. And it features... let me see. Bill Brown. Wait, actually, the song was written about Bill Brown's girlfriend. Okay, all right. Maybe she never had it that good. Okay, it's the group's 5th release for Sid Nathan's King Records. Bill Brown on lead here, the bass, October 53. Here are the Checkers on Sid Nathan's King Records. It's called You Never Had It So Good. Here you go, the Checkers.
Yes, I took you by the face and then I put you in a flat. I bought you everything to go along with that. But let me get you told, cause you made me mad. Cause you go around bragging about what you had. You never had it so good. You never had it so good. Yes, you never had it so good. You never had it so good. You know, baby, you never had it so good. You don't bring a shipboard in the rain, sparking and riding on the gravy train. You got clothes to wear, shoes on your feet. Everybody knows you're living on easy street. You never had it so good. You never had it so good. Yes, you never had it so good. You never had it so good. You know, baby, you never had it so good. Met you, you were dumb and shook and big. Everything you know you're learning from me. How to write your name, cause you never went to school. Now you got the nerve to call me a fool. You never had it so good. You never had it so good. Yes, you never had it so good. You never had it so good. You know, baby, you never had it so good. The clothes you used to wear was an awful sight. Or either too tight. I dress you all up with my heart earning pain. Now you wanna leave me and go away. You never had it so good. You never had it so good. Yes, you never had it so good. You never had it so good. You know, baby, you never had it so good. No, you never had it so good.
Yeah, great sound of the Checkers there on Sid Nathan's King record label. That's the bass lead, Bill Brown on lead with the Checkers there. October 1953 release. You Never Had It So Good is the name of the tune. I don't know, this show, do you dig this show? I hope you are. And please give Johnny G a thumbs up if you do enjoy what you're hearing here. I don't do this, I don't know, we'll talk about when I'll do this Well, I'll do the 70 because I got more 78s in the box over here, and I had some suggestions to do it on a Saturday night, but no, I get too many requests to do that, so I can't do that. But this show is primed to do it on. It's good because, you know, and a lot, and especially on the Saturday night, a lot of people they can't. When I get toward the end. Listen, a lot of you people on the East Coast, you go to bed, you got to go to bed. And then I get like a new tier of people come in out on the West Coast and over up in Europe. They tune into the program. So the show continues to stay lively. So I really have to thank all the listeners tuning into the program here. And as we continue, and you know, YouTube has been giving me a little bit of leeway. Okay, because I've been picking up lots of subscribers every week. That's the main thing. So anyway, and I know, believe it or not, the majority of the people that are tuned into this program live now are watching me on their ITVs. I know some of you that aren't so computer savvy are having issues with watching the show live. And there's a lot of especially now with if you have Wi-Fi with Verizon, they have lots of problems. Lots of people that did not have their phones working, and they don't have landlines anymore. They have either Wi-Fi or cell phones. So there's been a problem with that. So some of them are not picking up the show. I received some emails last night about the Wednesday night show. So that can be an issue. But let us continue now. This was a request, this next 78. Yes, this is a request. I had a chance to buy this on a 45, but the guy wanted $3,000. I says, I'm not paying $3,000 for that wrecked copy of because the 45 of this is on a styrene press, okay? It's not on vinyl, it's a styrene. So I said, forget it. So I forget. It was Spence that brought me this up. He said, Johnny, you need this on the Decatur label. I said, I don't have it. I passed up on that 45. I wasn't going to pay all that money for that awful shit. Somebody bought it, though. But this is a request for listener Davey Hecht. Okay. He requested this tune. It's the debut single for this group from the Crown Heights. They're from the Crown Heights section of Brooklyn, New York. The members of this group included Donnie Sested. I think I said his name right. A.K.A. Donnie Miles, tenor, Tommy Smith, baritone, Edward Sonny Benton, bass, and the lead singer is named Billy Dawn Smith. He's the lead on this. They were called the Billy Dawn Quartet. This came out on a label called Decatur Records, okay, released in April of 1953. We're going to send it out to Davey Hecht, the Billy Dawn Quartet on Decatur. It's called This Is the Real Thing Now. Here you go, Davey, for you.
In my eyes, the love glow. This is no dream, darling. I know for all got a feeling. This is the real thing now.
That one there by request for Davy Hecht. That's the sound of the Billy Dawn Quartet with Billy Dawn on with Billy Dawn Smith on lead. Oh gosh, Johnny. April 1953 on Decatur Records. Sounding so good on a 78 it is. This is The Real Thing Now. That is a real thing, of course. Now, in July of 1953, this group would record as the Four Dukes on Don Robey's Duke label. I think I have that Four Dukes on a 70. I have the 45 of the Four Dukes. It was Jeff Beckman's copy that I won a long time ago in an auction when he was selling out. And in August of 1954, they would record for Al Silver's Herald label as the Heralds. And I have that 45, not on red vinyl. Greg had it. But it was too much money. I wasn't going to pay that. I had a nice copy on the stock copy on the Herald label. But anyway, there you go. That one there going out to Davey. Let us continue here. We are in the 1953 block, and this is a rare 40. Well, if you have a 45 of this, it's ultra rare. I don't think the 78 is easy to find either. This group from Cincinnati, Ohio, and they were all in high school at the time when they got together, and they were friends of Otis Williams and the Charms, and maybe discovered by Henry Stone. I think they discovered this group. He was Sid Nathan's A&R man for Deluxe Records for a time being, but he would form his own label and with affiliation of Sid Nathan, and he called it Rockin' Records because Deluxe distributed those 45s and 78s. And the first Charms record came out on this label, Rockin' Records, which I do have on a 45 and a 78. But this was the group's debut single. They were called The Crystals. And I said this comes as a 45 also, but I don't have it. But let's go to September of 53. Here are The Crystals on the Rockin' label. It's called Don't You Go. Here are The Crystals. Here we go.
Please don't go, 'cause I love you so. Please don't go, you're the one to know. If it's only for a while, won't you please give me a smile? Oh, please, please don't go. If the stars never shine, won't you please, darling, be mine? Oh, please, please don't go. Please don't go, 'cause I love you so. Please don't go, you're the one to know. If it's only for a while, won't you please give me a smile? Oh, please, please don't go. If the stars never shine, won't you please give me a smile?
sorry, folks. I got caught again here. Hold on a sec. Let me get this. This record is not in the greatest shape. That's coming up next. I'm gonna apologize in advance, but anyway, there you go. That is a rare 78. If I say 45, you got to excuse Johnny G here. You know, the sun barreling in on me here. Anyway, but there you go. The sound of the Crystals there. September 1953 release on the Rockin' record label. It's called Don't You Go is the name of the tune. And the group would go on to have 3 more releases for Deluxe Records as this Rockin' label was absorbed by Sid Nathan. I picked up one of them from Greg, and he sold me the other one too. God Only Knows, I think, was their last one, a cover of the... who did that? The Capris, right? Yeah, the Capris did it on Gotham. Anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Got a rare girl group sound up next, and Greg sold me this 45. Let's go to Detroit, Michigan now. Okay, rare girl group sound on Joe Von Battle's JVB Records. Anything on this label, it's hard to find, and I'm thankful I have enough. I think I have all the group records on the JVB label that I was able to pick up during my collecting continuing career, I guess. But lots of rare 45s and 78s on the label. Now, this one is one of them, and only available on a 78. This is not on a 45. The writer of the song, her name is Irma Jarrett. Now, who in reality is the older sister of singer Aretha Franklin, okay? And now their father, the Reverend C.L. Franklin, has some gospel releases that came out on this label, JVB Records, and that's how the group ended up on the label, and they were known as the Cleopatras, and this is the intended A-side of their 78. It features a 15-year-old Irma Franklin on lead from 1953. Let's give a listen to the Cleopatras on JVB. This one's a little bit rough. It's called No Other Love. Here you go, the Cleopatras.
No other you
There you go. Rare girl group sounds here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Those are the Cleopatras. Cleopatras there from 1953. No Other Love is the name of that tune there. It features a young Irma Franklin, and she wrote the tune. Her name, Irma Jarrett. Irma Franklin there on lead, of course. She had the original version of Piece of My Heart. Paul mentioned it in the chat room. That came out on the Shout label, back in 1967. It's unfortunate that she would pass away on September 7th of 2002 at the age of 62 from cancer. But there she is, a young 15-year-old or 16-year-olds. Did I say that right? What did I say? You're 15 years old right there when she was recording with the Cleopatras. Got one more from the year 1953. We go to Philadelphia, PA now, to Herb Slotkin's Grand record label. This group is out of North Philadelphia, and according to Louis Silvani, there were 3,000 copies pressed on 78 RPM and 500 on 45 RPM on the Shiny Blue Grand label, which I do have. I have the 45 of this. It's not in the greatest shape. Greg sold it to me. And then 3 weeks later, he said they pressed 500 on the Yellow Grand. Now, there is a picture of the Yellow Grand on 45 Cat. I've never seen one. I've seen the blue copy, even red vinyl of that. But I got the 78. It wasn't that expensive. I think Spence brought it up to me, and it was before I had the single, of course. And this might even play this plays better. I think it plays better. But anyway, the group's called the Belltones, and their lead, it's a duet. The members of, let me see, they were Fred Walker and Estelle Powell, accompanied by the Three Rockets. They're providing the instrumentation. Let's go to October of 1953 now. Here are the Belltones on Grand, and their tune called Estelle. Here you go, the Belltones. This is rough, too. There you go. There, those are the Belltones. Belltones, October 1953. That one there on Herb Slotkin's grand record label. Estelle is the name of the tune. That's Fred Walker and Estelle Powell on lead there. And I have this on a 45. Some of the members of this group would go on to record as the Royal Demons. Okay, and also the Madison Brothers. I have those 45s in the collection here. Let us continue here. Let's move into 1954 now. We go to this group out of Indianapolis, Indiana, and they sound a lot like another group out of Indianapolis, Indiana that recorded for the same label. That's Randy Wood's Dot record label as the Counts, okay? But it's just a coincidence. And this group included Harry Blackwell, Bernard Harris, Dwayne Harris, Jimmy Pearson, and Jimmy Scruggs. Collectively, they were known as the Five Dots. This is on a cool flexi disc. I got this one in the trade with those Beatle LPs. I was glad to get this one here, June 1954, and I have this on a 45 too. The June 54, here are the Five Dots on the Dot label. It's called The Other Night. Here are the Five Dots. That June 1954 release there for the Five Dots. Five Dots on the Dot record label, song entitled The Other Night. I think they really tried to sound like the Counts. They really did. They would have another single on the Note label. And believe it or not, they would change their name to the Counts for that single. But anyway, there you go. And I'm telling you, the vinyl 78s, they play the best. That is the best sound you can get. I mean, listen, Bill O brought a whole bunch up here. He's going to be working on one too in the near future. Let us continue here actually with the Flexi vinyl 78s. And I won this in a John Tefteller auction. Actually, it still has his it still has the price on it, $150 I paid for this 78 here as we go to Harlem, New York for this next group. First recording for the Central label with a female lead. Okay, they backed, Vicky Burgess, she was the female lead of this group, but she would leave the group to form the Joytones on the Rama record label, but the group continued to record without her. They would sign with Timely for 2 releases. This is their first. And I have it on the promo Flexi 78. I have the 45, and let me see. I had a cracked copy, and I traded it to Romanello. Okay, for it was not. I gave him a great record, and I got all these. We're not going to talk about that deal. It irks me today, but anyway. This is on a promo Flexi 78. It features Eugene Sonny Cook on lead from October 54. Let's give a listen to the Charmers on the Timely label. And the song is called I Was Wrong. Here you go, the Charmers.
If you will listen, then you
Tony Barcia is liking the show today. I'm glad Tony's liking the tunes here. Tony, that is a good thing. Tony was a big 78 collector. Tony, I wish you should have kept all your records. Well, listen, sometimes you have to sell your records to go on to bigger and better things. You know, you do have to do that. But anyway, there you go. The sound of the Charmers there. Charmers from October 1954. That is Eugene Sonny Cook on the lead there. I Was Wrong is the name of the tune. Let us move on here and actually fill a request for Tony Barcia in our YouTube chat room. As we go to George Goldner's G record label for this one, Early G Records, the yellow and green label. Now, on February 10th, 1954, the Crows did a session for Goldner, okay, which they recorded Untrue, Baby, Miss You, I Really, Really Love You, and this song, backing up this gal by the name of Lorraine Ellis. Now, the song was a big pop hit for the Four Aces, okay, and other hit versions were by Xavier Cugat, Jimmy Dorsey, Benny Goodman, Glenn Miller, and Gene Krupa. And I think all those were in 1941. I think they all came out in 41. The Ventures also had an instrumental hit of this version. It was a big number 15 Billboard hit back in 1960. But this release came out in April of 1954, but no mention of the Crows on the label at all. Just Ray Barrow and the orchestra. Okay, and this one also came out on the Bullseye label too back in August of 55. So somebody must have released it then to prompt Bullseye to pull it out or to get the master. But I have it on Bullseye also. I have the 45 of this that Greg sold me on G, and I have the 78 now. There you go. What else do I need? April 54, by request, for Tony Barcia in our YouTube chat room, Lorraine Ellis and the Uncredited Crows, and her rendition of the tune, Perfidia. Here you go, Tony, for you.
Broken melody. While the girls of love look down and laugh at what romantic fools we model be.
And now I know my love was not for you, and so I'll take it back with a sigh. But it is one melody. While the gods of love look down and laugh at what romantic fools we model be.
Johnny G messing up here. There you go. That one there going out to Tony Barcia in our YouTube chat, and that's a great sound of the Crows backing up Lorraine Ellis. Lorraine Ellis from April 1954, George Goldner's G Records. Is that G number? What is that? G number? That's correct, Tony Barcia kicked off the label. G number 1 is the name of the is the number, and I don't. That's the only 78 I mean, I have the what is it? I don't have the coins either on 45 or 78, but I have the Bill Bass Gordon, okay, I have that one. What is that one? Two Loves Have I think. I have that 45. And I don't think I have another a yellow G 45 in the collection there. But anyway, there you go. The Crows backing up Lorraine Ellis for Tony Barcia, April 54. Perfidia is the name of that tune. And let's continue here, 1954. This was another John Tefteller win for me many years ago. This group out of North Carolina, they were formed by a young Billy Bland, yes, the same Billy Bland that would have a 1960 hit on Old Town Records with Let the Little Girl Dance. Now, this group was discovered by Imperial A&R man Dave Bartholomew. This is their second release on Imperial and the better record, in my opinion. And they're doing a song originally done by Savannah Churchill, who wrote this. She did it together with the Four Tunes in December of 1946. But let's move up 8 years to November of 1954. Here are the Bees. The Bees, this is a Flexi 78. It features Billy Bland on lead. The Bees with their rendition of the tune, I Want to Be Loved. This one on the Imperial record label. Here we go, The Bees.
I want to be loved, but only by you. I shouldn't be so crazy about you, but what can I do?
What can I do?
Just feeling, magnifying my dreams, are magnifying, but darling, don't come true. Oh, can't you love me a little bit longer? 'Cause I want to be loved, but by only you. I want to be loved, but by only you. I shouldn't be crazy. What can I do? Just feeling, magnifying my dreams, are magnifying, but darling, they don't come true. Oh, can't you love me a little bit longer? 'Cause I want to be loved, but by only by you. Only by you.
Oh boy, they do a great rendition of that record, I have to say. I like that song a lot. I didn't see that in I think he had the 45. I think Surik did have the 45, but I didn't see it in the box there. November 1954. That is Billy Bland on lead there with the Bees, their second release for the Imperial record label, doing the Savannah Churchill tune, I Want to Be Loved. What a great record that is. I would love to interview him about this group when there must be. I wonder if there is an interview out there, if anybody asked him about his early career. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1954 block. Hope you're enjoying this 78 show. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. It keeps the copyright police away. And they don't know any of these songs here. They're not in there. It's not, AI is like all confused today, is what they are. But let's fill a request now for Casey Hines in Paris, this great group out of Baltimore, Maryland, the Swallows. First recording for Sid Nathan's King record label. Now, their contract would end in April of 1953, but King continued to put out releases, okay, with Junior Denby and a studio group, okay, but as the Swallows, of course, but it wasn't the original group. But then their manager at the time, manager Russell Dorsey, got them a one-shot deal with Flap Hanford's After Hours label in Harlem, New York. And at that time, the group included Eddie Rich, D. Ernie Bailey, Irving Turner, Money Johnson, Al France, and Earl Hurley, okay, who wrote this tune and is doing lead on this side. So this is by request for Casey Hines. We'll also send it out to listener Jack Saperstein, July 1954. The Swallows on After Hours. The song is called My Baby. Here you go, Casey and Jack, for you.
I kissed you, and I held you in my arms, oh, so tight, my baby. Why don't you come back home? My eyes are crying, oh crying, oh night and day. And I thank the Lord for sending me your love. My baby, you know I love you so. I did.
There you go. What a great tune that is by the Swallows. It's a rare record. I think there was a trash copy that went for a lot of money on 45, and but that's a hard record to find anywhere. Okay, those are the Swallows there. That is with Earl Hurley on lead, July 1954. After Hours Records, My Baby is the name of the tune. Let us continue here. You're enjoying the show. Listen, if you want to hear more of the 78 show, you got to email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number. If you do have a request, hard for me to take requests here. If I have them in my sheet, and I missed one for Joe Shacatano. You know, Joe Shacatano has probably the most requests of anyone here on my show, going way back to when I started doing it, really. But if you do have a request, you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If I have the record, I'll feature it. But sometimes with the 78s, it's difficult. I used to do that. I used to have 7 78s for every show. I used to rotate them from, I used to use this turntable for the 78s and used to use the second turntable for the 45s. But I'm not going to do that. It's too difficult for me to do because that's when I didn't get a lot of requests. Now I do get a lot of requests, but let us continue now. We are in the 1954 block, and let's go back to Detroit. Boy, we've been in Detroit a lot today. Okay, that's because they had such great music up in Detroit. And let's go back this time to Ken Campbell and Tony Vance and Ray Gahn's Great Lakes label. Now, the group kicked off the label with their debut single, a song called Life of Ease that came out in January of 1954, which comes on a 45. Okay, that first release comes on a 45, which I do have in my collection. Now, with their second release, it doesn't come out on a 45. It's only on a 78. Now, this group included Lee Goodwin, tenor, Robert Adams, baritone, Ben Knight, bass, and the lead singer on this. His name is Milton Harris. And listen closely, there is minimal instrumentation on this. Okay, this is the intended B-side of the 45 from March 1954. Let's give a listen to the Imperials. The Imperials on Great Lakes. It's called Ain't Gonna Tell It Right. The Imperials. Here you go. That one there by the Imperials. The Imperials. I like that record. I do. I think I heard that on the Time Capsule show. I did. Milton Harris on lead, their second release on the Great Lakes label, March 1954, the Imperials with Ain't Gonna Tell It Right. Johnny G tells it right here on a Thursday evening here. I'll be back on Saturday night, so mark your calendars. Actually, you should consider subscribing to Johnny G's YouTube channel. Let us continue here. We are in 1954 now. Big Dave Swinger, I don't need to change my needle for this one, but if I had the 45, I would have had to do that. Now, this record was available somewhere, but it wasn't there when I got there. So I don't know how that record disappeared out of the collection, but somehow it did. But this is an ultra rare. If you have it on 45, I don't know, the 78 is not that easy to find either. I really have to thank Spence Wooten for getting me this 78 somewhere from someone, but he did. It's on Sam Phillips' Sun record label, which was out of Nashville, Tennessee. Now, this group formed while they were incarcerated in the Tennessee State Penitentiary, and that's actually where they recorded this, in the penitentiary. They recorded this on May 8th, 1954. Sam Phillips released it July of that year. The group included John E. Drew, Marcel Sanders, Willis Stewart, Edward I. Thurman, and the lead singer on this. His name is Johnny Bragg. Collectively, they were known as the Prisonaires. This is their fourth release on the Sun record label from July 54. Rare record here. The Prisonaires on Sun. It's called There Is Love in You. The Prisonaires. Here we go.
There is joy in you. I want you so. There is peace in you everywhere you go. I seem to follow right in your footsteps. I'm so glad my heart won't let us stay apart. There is hope in you. Faith keeps me strong. There is rest in you when you're in my arms. Just as you are is just the way I like for you to be. I need you, yes, I do. There is love in you, just as you are is just the way I like for you to be. I need you, yes, I do. There is love in you.
Well, there you go, folks. That is It's a rare 78, I have to say. Okay, but listen, I'm happy to own that record there. July 1954, The Prisonaires. Johnny Bragg on lead with The Prisonaires on Sam Phillips Sun Records out of Memphis, Tennessee. There is Love in You. Yes, there is. Those are The Prisonaires. Let us continue. Let's move into 1955 now. And, of course, many of you know this group from the Morrisania section of the Bronx, New York. They would sign with Joe Davis's JD record label to have 4 releases. This was their third. It was their follow-up to Smoke from Your Cigarette. And they recorded let me see, this was recorded at their second session, which was held on January 27th, 1955. And then it was released in February of 55, written by the lead singer, her name, Lillian Leach. And I have this, I got this from Glenn Fousel in that trade, okay? So, and it's an acetate. I really shouldn't play this because every time you play an acetate, I don't play this record much at all. I have the 45, but I don't know if the acetate is any different. There's no flip side to it. So maybe they put this out as the demo at the time. They were kind of letting the DJs play this on the radio, possibly. I don't know, but this is a JD acetate. Okay, there's no flip side. Well, here are the Mellows from February 55, and the song is called I Still Care. Lillian Leach and the Mellows. Here we go. I hope this plays. I knew it wasn't going to go right.
My darling, you're leaving me. Don't go. With tears in my eyes, you couldn't know how much I care, or else you'd realize I love you, I need you, I want you to be mine. Oh, yes, it hurts me to know that we must part. I'll always have a memory here in my heart. I pray one day you will return and say to me, I still care. I miss your tender touch. I need you oh so much to drive away my fears and kiss away my tears. Well, my darling, won't you come back and give my heart a chance to prove how much I want you and the thrill of our romance. Please come back to me and say, darling, I still care. Darling, I still care.
There you go. That one there on an acetate, sounding pretty good on the you got to be careful. Every time you play an acetate, you wear it out. You do. They're not made for multiple plays, really. So I played that. Next time, I'm not going to play that for a number of years. I play the 45, but I wanted it sounded like the 45, I'm pretty sure. But there you go. The great Lillian Leach and the Mellows, February 1955. That's on Joe Davis's JD record label, I Still Care. And there you go. What a great tune that is. We are in the 1955 block, and I want to play this next record in memory of my Aunt Mary, who really got me involved in this music. Actually, this was the record that got Johnny G into collecting 45s originally, as I used to love to watch this Rama logo spin around on the 45 on the turntable. I was mesmerized by the logos of many of the labels that she would play on that 1955 Victrola that she had. It just mesmerized me as a baby watching these records play. And I feature this group from Harlem often here. This is my favorite song by the group. Okay, first recording for High Weiss's Old Town record label. They would sign with George Gollner's Rama label in August of 1955. The group included Raymond Briggs, tenor, Ronnie Bright, bass, Eddie Edgehill, baritone, and Mickey Francis, baritone, and lead singer Richard Barrett. Collectively, they were known as the Valentines. And with their first session, which was held that August, they recorded 6 songs that day: Lily Mae Bell, Falling for You, Why, This Tune, and their first attempt at Nature's Creation, and then Kiss Me. Okay, and Jimmy Wright and the orchestra provided the backup that day. And that October, Goldner put out Lily Mae Bell back with Falling for You, and this was the follow-up, their second release on the Rama record label, written by George Gollner, tenor Raymond Briggs, and the lead singer Richard Barrett, in memory of my Aunt Mary. November 55. The Valentines with I Love You, Darling. Here we go. That's November 1955 release there. Richard Barrett and the Valentines, their second release for George Gollner's Rama Records there. I Love You, Darling is the name of the tune. That Jimmy Wright and the orchestra, they are such a, he is like great. I don't know whatever happened to him, whatever. It's like it just kind of takes you back there, really it does. As we continue now, we are in the 1955 block, and I have this one on a 45. I do. Spence sold me the 45 of this. So we go back to Detroit, Michigan. This is on Monroe Horn's Your Copy record label, and Monroe owned a record store called Horn's Record Shop. It was at 1135 Westminster Avenue in downtown Detroit, and he had a recording studio there, and really wasn't the greatest, hence the not so great sound quality, at least on the 45. Okay, but I don't remember if the 78 sounds, it has to sound better. Okay, this is the group's second release. I have both their 45s on this Your Copy record label, but this is their second release. It features Clarence Smith on lead. This is with the bass liners providing the instrumentation. Let's go to March of 1955 for the Fascinators. The Fascinators on Your Copy Records. It's called My Beauty, My Own. The Fascinators. Here we go. That sounds so much better than the 45. Of course, the 45 is hard to find. I mean, I don't think this is that easy to find either, but those are the Fascinators. Fascinators, March 1955 on the Your Copy record label, My Beauty, My Own. And that one there featuring Clarence Smith on lead. Let's move into 1956 now. We head to Chicago, back to Chicago now, to Leonard Allen's States record label. I have this on a 45, but I like this record a lot. The group had 4 excellent releases for the States record label. Now, this group included James Campbell, Bernard Dixon, Louis Johnson, Walter Stevenson, and Dallas Taylor. Collectively, they were known as the Dandeliers, and this is their 4th release for the States record label. It features James Campbell on lead from September 1956. The Sound of Chicago here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, the Dandeliers. It's called My Love. Here you go, the Dandeliers.
won't you please, oh please, come on home.
Sound of Chicago here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. You know, that sun is right in my eye, right there. I have no shade on there, so it's bothering me. So I apologize, folks. There you go. That one there, September 1955, released the Dandeliers. Dandeliers on States record. My Love is the name of the tune. That's James Campbell on lead. You can get that on a 45 too, folks. Sounds so great on the 78. You can't get the next record on a 45. And Tony Barcia, I'm asking you or anybody else in the chat room, what is the true release date of this record? So somebody said, I think it was wrong though. 45 Cats said 1958, but they must be getting confused with the Quintones that recorded for Red Top. I think this record is more like early 56, wouldn't you say? 56. Tony Barcia agrees with me, so that's where I put it in, 56. Yeah, 56. I don't think it was 57. This is more of a 56 sound. What do you think, Don Folletti? 56, I'd say. Never released on a 45, so this is a hard record. This label is out of Baltimore, Maryland. I'm guessing the group is also out of Baltimore. They're called the Quintones, not to be confused with the Quintones that recorded for G Records. Okay, that is a different one. There's also a Quintones that recorded for Park. They were from Chicago. I have that 45. I have played the G45 here on the program. And then, of course, it's not the group on Red Top or Hunt out of Philadelphia. No, they're out of York, PA. I'm sorry, that group. I'm guessing they're from Baltimore. And according to Louis Silvani, they are the Five Green Brothers. This is the intended B-side of the 78. You're not going to get this on a original 45. It is on like a bootleg 45, though. 1956. We'll send this one out to Anthony Russo, the Quintones on Jordan Records. It's called The Lonely Telephone. Here you go, the Quintones.
Why don't you ring telephone? I'm home so very lonely. I've got no one to call my own. Why don't you ring one little
so very lonely. I've got no one to call my own. Why don't you ring one little ring? Darling, days gone by, you haven't called. Weeks gone by, the phone haven't rung. Darling, could it be that you don't love me? Please, darling, please, don't say no. Ring telephone, I'm home so very lonely. I've got no one to call my own. Why don't you ring one little ring?
There you go. Played a couple of rare 78s today. I hope this is like one of my top 78 shows as far as the caliber of the records that I've played today. Probably some of the better stuff in the I still have others similar things in the collection too, by the way, but I thought this would get the best response, the records that I picked today. There you go, 1956. Those are the Quintones on the Jordan record label. The Lonely Telephone is the name of the tune. That's really a hard record, and again, that was one of the 78s that Greg would call me up and he'd drive from New Jersey. He'd come here and we'd spend some time up here, and he would thumb through my records. He did see my basement, by the way. Greg did. So he goes, can I look through a box? So he would thumb through the box and he would pull out a thing and he'd go, well, this is a rare soul record. I mean, he knew right off the top of his head what was expensive and what way, because he saw a lot. And it's a shame. It's a shame what happened to Greg. It really is. But let us continue here. Got a few more to go here before we sign off here. We are in this is the last one from 1956. This gal, born in Charleston, South Carolina, but she would move to Harlem, New York in 1951. Now, she won the amateur hour competition at the Apollo, which led her to signing with High Weiss's Old Town record label, and her signature song was her debut single that many of you know, called Darling, Listen to the Words of This Song. It was a big Alan Freed favorite. He played that a lot on his Wins program. Her follow-up was a tune called Two in Love, which she was being backed up by the Royal Tones on that one. And Royal Tones, of course, had Crazy Love, I think. Crazy Love fame on Old Town Records. But this is the B-side of that. Okay, and a song she wrote. Now, to me, it sounds like the Solitaires are backing her up on this. But you could be the judge. Tony Barcia, are they the Solitaires? March 1956, Ruth McFadden on Old Town Records. It's called You for Me. Here is Ruth McFadden. Here we go.
To always be true, darling, 'cause I am yours, and I love you so. You for me, that's how I want it to. Darling, 'cause I
Okay, Tony Barcia says the Supremes are backing him up on that. Okay, backing her up, I should say. That is Ruth McFadden and the uncredited Supremes from March 1956 on High Weiss's Old Town record label. You For Me is the name of the tune. I have the next one, Schoolboy, that she does with the harp tones backing her up on a 45. That's a hard record to find, I will tell you that, but I have it on the 45. I have this on a 45 too. This was from that Glenn Fazell trade with the Beatle LPs. So there you go. He was so upset later on, many years later. Every time he would see me, he said to me, you know, you got the better end of the deal. I said, well, what are you saying, the better end of the deal? You were a big Beatles collector, and that was a hard LP. And plus you took some of my other LPs that I can't find. Not that I picked up the LPs. He took about another, I think, 20 or 30 LPs that I had, like on Motown and whatnot. I would have liked those LPs, but I got these. He goes, you got the better deal. I said, well, that's the way things go. But let us continue here. Let's move into 1957 now, and let's go to Philadelphia, PA. Now, this is the B-side to this group's debut single. Okay, you know the song. The big hit side was called Get a Job, first issued on Kay Williams Jr. record label. Now, he would work out a deal, Kay Williams that is, with Al Silver's Ember label to nationally distribute this song, or I should say Get a Job, the hit side, which became really a hit overnight when Dick Clark featured it on American Bandstand. Once Dick Clark played that record, it became a hit, and he was ended up getting coined as when he played the record for a national audience that it would become a hit. Not always, but if he played it enough like he used to, because it was on every day. So you're hearing these records every day. Sometimes records grow on you, and not to say that it's not a great record, it is, but I'm wondering if he ever flipped it over. Okay, which would have been interesting. And sometimes the groups would do the B-sides when they would lip sync on his show. But I don't know if the Silhouettes ever did that. But once he played it, it was a big hit. And this is actually a request for Casey Hines in Paris here. This is the B-side of Get a Job by the Silhouettes. It features Bill Horton on lead, November 57. The Silhouettes, I have it on the Ember 78. It's called I Am Lonely. Here are the Silhouettes for Casey Hines.
I'm lonely. I don't want to be. 'Cause I dream of you only. Night through, the whole night through, I'm lonely. Will I always be lonely? I don't want to be so lonely. When
you go. Sound of the Silhouettes. That one there going out to Casey Hines in Paris there. That's the B-side to Get a Job. November 57, I Am Lonely. That's Bill Horton on lead. Again, there was another dropout there because, and it does something to my PC when that happens because all the icons on my screen kind of like come back. So there's something that's going on here with the computer that's causing that glitch, and it's the sound seems to drop out, and my recording shuts down. It shuts the recording off. That and it doesn't matter if I'm streaming or whatever on Oldies and More. It shuts it down. So something is overloading here, and I don't know how to fix this. I don't. What a pain. Let us continue here. Got 3 more 78s to go before we sign off here. And 2 from 57, 1 from 58. And this, I don't have this on a 45. I had a chance to buy Dave Antrell's copy. It had an edge warp. And Kevin, his brother Kevin was like, I said, Kevin, I'm not gonna spend $3,000 on the one with an edge warp. Okay, it was a nice copy that he had, but it was, I said, I'm not doing it. I made a mistake. Jay Monroe called me. He bought a collection, a blues collection, and there were some of these Club 51 45s in there. So Spence had him call me. Of course, I was out of work, and he said, Johnny, I have a nice mint copy of the Kingsmen on Club 51. I think he wanted $3,000 for it also, which I wanted to do, but he needed it now because he needed the money to buy this collection. So I ended up not getting it, but Spence ended up getting me the 78, and that's how I have it, of course. As this group attending Inglewood High School when they formed, the group included Walter Broad, Michael Green, Herman Nolan, Eugene Smith, and Johnson Williams. Collectively, they were known as the Kingsmen, and this was the group's only release. Came out on Jimmy and Lillian Davis's club label out of Chicago. It was with the Lefty Bates Orchestra, okay, and this is from March 57. Here are the Kingsmen on Club 51, a great tune they do. It's called Don't Say You're Sorry. Here are the Kingsmen. Here we go.
I woke up this morning, found a letter in my bed, and as I read the letter, this is what it said. Bye-bye, my darling, I thought you could love me. You played with my heart and taught me misery.
what a great tune that is there. I wish I had the 45. I don't, but listen, that 78, that's an immaculate 78 and plays really well, I have to say. Those are the Kingsmen, March 1957, Club 51, a label there. Don't Say You're Sorry is the name of the tune. I wish somebody would say he's sorry, but he's not doing that, and that's too bad for him. Two more 78s to go before we sign off here on the Vinyl Treasures show, and I like this next group a lot. They formed at Charles Evans High School in Manhattan. They would have 4 releases for Bess Berman's Apollo record label. Now, this is the B-side to their second of 4, okay, written by the baritone of the group. His name, Bobby Thomas. This features Alton Campbell on lead. You get this one on a 45, but it sounds so good on a 78. June 1957. Let's give a listen to the Cellos. The Cellos on the Apollo record label. It's called Under Your Spell. Here we go. The Cellos.
Do, do, do. You came in my
June 1957 release there. Whoops. Come on. It sounds like I wasn't on. June 1957 release there. The sound of the Cellos. Alton Campbell on lead with the Cellos. Their, what is that? Their second, the B-side to their second of 4 on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. The song is called Under Your Spell. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show on this Thursday afternoon, this Thursday, January 15th, 2026. I hope you enjoyed the 78 presentation that I did. If you did enjoy it, send Johnny G an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Also, don't forget your requests for this coming Saturday night's show. If you have any, and I do have a lot of your requests already, folks. Those of you, my regulars at tune in each and every week. Thank you for your requests here. Charlene is working on those. But I want to thank everybody for tuning into the broadcast today. And we'll see. I have some 78s I can continue with that I've pulled out. So if you do want me to do that, because I got the Relic 1956 Relic Survey to continue with also, so I got two options there, but too many people that wanted me to play some 78s. And you got a nice taste of the records in my collection here. It was funny. Dan Romanello came here on one of my. I had a big record party here at the house a long time ago. My mother made all this food and whatnot, and I invited all the big shots to come here, and they didn't. The only one that came was Rico T. Okay, he had a bunch of records at the time. He brought some to the party. And I invited Dan Romanello to come here, and he said, Johnny, let me see what kind of caliber of records you have in your collection. Maybe you might be able to do the show, because he told me, he says, I don't think you have anything good to play. I was like, okay, that's no problem, whatever. So he came up and he was like, oh no, you got to come up. I'm recording on Wednesday. You got to come up. I have a whole list of records I need you to bring. I was like, okay. But then I stopped going when couple things happened to some of my records. And that was it. I said, you know what? Never bringing my records into a studio again to do that, to ruin the 45s. But anyway, you got to be careful when you do that. You got to make sure the equipment is all kind of in shape and new stuff. That's what you have to do. But anyway, I try to do that here on the program. Even when I get guests that come up here to the program, I use new needles and whatnot. So I want to thank everybody for tuning into the program again. I hope to see you on Saturday evening beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 to midnight right here on YouTube. I'll be on Oldies and More there for that show also. So thank you all for being here. We're going to close the show tonight. Great closer here. This is one of my two favorite records by Arlene Smith and the Chantels. The first one is Every Night, and this is the second one that I like. A great girl group from the Bronx, New York. Not common to find this on a 78 show. I mean, on a 78. But got this from Glenn. I got a lot of great records from Glenn in that trade from Beatles albums is what I did. But this group discovered by Richard Barrett, ex-member of the Valentines, and he would become their manager. This song written by Nate Nelson. They spelt it wrong on the label, but he's the writer of this. Of course, he was a member of the Flamingos, and this was the group's fifth release for George Golner's End record label. This was a big number 5 record on WUST if you were listening in Bethesda, Maryland. Our closer tonight from July 58, Arlene Smith and the Chantels on End Records. The song is called If You Try. That's going to do it, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. I want to wish everybody a good evening or a good afternoon wherever you are here in the United States, and just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go, the Chantels.